Middle childhood project on Zamir Jeanette, and my topic is social skills. I have decided to present my case study on my brother named Zamir Jeanette, which is 10 years old, which is considered middle childhood adolescence. It starts from 6 years old and it goes to 11. Over the years, Zamir has been a very sociable child with family members and friends. He was a very opinionated child that told people how he felt, whether it was good or bad. Growing up in a low income community, expressing feelings are rare and sometimes shame. Along with having this open mind with others, he was claimed to be very talkative and disruptive in school by his teachers. This didn't sit well with the authoritarian style of parenting, which are parents that produce children who are more independent and self-reliant. And you will see how that relates later on. This parenting style is more controlling as to who you hang out with, what you do in your free time, and simply anything in your life is regulated. Zamir has two other siblings, all living in a single parented home, aside from half brothers and me, one sister off in college. Zamir grew up not having the bond of a sibling to relate to because of the age gap. Um, Between his brother and him is it's an 8 year difference, and between his sister, which is me, and him is a 10-year difference. At the age of 8, the mother of Zamir had another child, which caused a shift in his behavior. The transition of being the baby of the house for so long to becoming the middle child was a big stressor for him. As we talked about in class before, middle children tend to have a lot put on them at the time. The older child usually is a child that you have to do this so your parents can see this. The middle child is sometimes overlooked, and I feel as though that's how Zamir was feeling, and he wasn't used to that because he was the baby for so long. um Shift his behavior. The transition of once being the baby of the house for so long to becoming the middle child was a big stressor for him. In the African American culture, the older brother or the older male in the household of a single parented home feels the need to be the protector and provider of the family. Um, and this goes into emotional self regulation. This also occurs in middle childhood. This is when they start to care more about approval of others, not only peers but others also. And emotional centered coping was used for Zamir, I believe, because when he got a new sibling, he became more reserved. Emotional centered coping is internal and private thoughts about how a problem should be solved. They don't express it with others. They keep it in their mind and they try to work things out themselves. Seeing the mother struggle financially, the burden is also on Zamir because not only is he not old enough to help and get a job, he also needs the necessary attention and affection to grow as a positive adolescence. At this age, young children tend to see the things that parents go through, and as they get older, when they hit age 16